Here is the truth no one really tells you. Motivation is temporary. It is that rush of excitement you feel when you watch a success story, enroll in a course, or when you set a new goal for yourself. But what happens when that initial sparks disappear? Vibrant Tech Talk with Vicky. I am Victoria, a business analyst and a project manager. And around here, we keep things real about what it truly takes to grow in tech. Today, I want us to talk about something that every beginner struggles with at some point: how to stay consistent, especially when motivation fades. Here is the truth no one really tells you. Motivation is temporary. It is that rush of excitement you feel when you watch a success story, enroll in a course, or when you set a new goal for yourself. But what happens when that initial sparks disappear? When I was transitioning into tech, I relied so much on motivation. If anybody posts something on LinkedIn, I am the first person to be motivated. Like, that was the motivation I needed at that time. I'll be so excited. But you know what happens after 2 weeks? That excitement, that sparks just dies completely. Like, I don't feel it anymore. And I begin to start all over. That was when it hit me that if I kept depending on motivation, I will always need to start all over. What I really needed was consistency. That quiet, sometimes boring, daily effort that compounds into results. Consistency isn't about doing everything every day. It's about doing something every day that moves you forward and closer to your goal. It looked like sharing one LinkedIn post weekly, even when I felt like nobody was reading it. It looked like forgiving myself whenever I missed a day, but still showing up the next time. The thing about consistency is that you may not notice the progress right away, but others will. One day you will look back and you will tell yourself, you will realize, you say, wait, I've actually really grown. I have really grown. Like, you'll start realizing, like, that self-realization that, wow, I have actually come this far. I have come so far. So how do you stay consistent in tech when life gets busy or discouraging? Here are the 3 things that personally helped me. Number 1, start small and stay steady. Don't try to complete a 10-hour course in a day, in one weekend. Don't try it. Focus on small daily progress. 30 minutes is better than 0. Try as much as possible to do the little task you can do that will take you higher, one step ahead of the curve. Make sure that in a day you're focusing on, okay, I want to use 30 minutes to study a course, a subject, part of this course that I don't understand. Take time. Don't try to bombard yourself with so much information at the same time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with so much information. Don't go from LinkedIn post to another, from one YouTube channel to another. Don't try to listen to everyone at the same time. Follow through with a particular concept, a particular strategy, and that would help you. Don't try to be like somebody else at that point. Don't try to assimilate so many things at the same time, because the way and pattern which I study is quite different from the way you study. So don't try to be like me, and I'm never going to try to be like you, because you might just be the fastest in the room that reads, woo, when you look at a book, you're done. I might not be that kind of person. It might take me having to sit down, relax to understand a concept. So I am not you, you are not me. So try as much as possible to understand things and make sure it works for you, and don't try to do it the same way as others. So when you're doing something, make sure that you have a goal, specific goal. Start small but steady. I hear people say, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know where to start from. This course, I don't know how to become a business analyst. I don't know how to do it. The courses look so overwhelming. I need to understand the Varboc guide, this and that. See, I didn't know all these things. In fact, I'm still learning, and that's the truth. Just make sure that you have something you're learning. It makes you better than where you were yesterday, because you have learned something, you've gained a knowledge, and with knowledge, there's power. Number 2, create structure. Plan your week ahead. Maybe Mondays, you're using Mondays for learning. Mondays are for learning. Wednesdays are for applying. You're sending applications out. You know where the job boards you're going to be sending your applications. We're going to talk about that later. You have different job boards where you send your application. Maybe Fridays, you're using that Friday to reflect. Okay, this week I sent 100 applications. I got 2 feedbacks, or I didn't get any feedbacks. What should I do? What did I do wrong? It's that time for reflection. You're reflecting, so you're planning so that you can reflect. After you understand that, the less you leave to chance, the easier it is for you to stay disciplined. The third point will be for you to stay around driven people. Stay around driven people. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but you need to join communities. You need to connect with others on LinkedIn and talk to people on the same journey. Some weeks, the only reason I showed up was because I saw others do the same. That's the truth. Always make sure that you are with like-minded. You are not with people that are not thinking tech, people that are not thinking in the same direction as you. You need to start meeting with people that are of the same interest as you. That is the way you can help yourself, because you cannot go meet somebody who is probably in the finance world, who is probably in a different world entirely, and you want to get motivation from that set of person. It would not work, except your motivation is different that you get. Maybe the work ethics of this person inspires you with their drive, explore to do so many things, with the energy, with the drive, with the way they are so productive, with the way they show enthusiasm, with the way they are very good at what they're doing. That's a different ball game here. But yeah, you're looking at someone that will help you transition into tech. But let's be honest, consistency doesn't mean that you will always feel like it. There will always be slow seasons, burnout, and even moments where you question your path. But consistency is about showing up anyway, regardless of how you feel. Even on your off days, do something small that keeps you aligned. Do something little, even if it is little, as long as it keeps you aligned. And for me, my faith plays a huge role. I remind myself that if God gave me this vision, He will also give me the strength to sustain it. So when I don't feel motivated, I lean on grace and routine, not feelings. If this particular episode spoke to you, share it with somebody who has been struggling to stay consistent in their tech journey. Remember, motivation gets you started, but consistency keeps you growing. You can watch all episodes of Vibrant Tech Talk with Vicky on YouTube. Just hit the link in my bio. Until next time, keep thriving, keep grinding, and keep it vibrant.